It
doesn't really bother that much. Like, it's it's got its ups and downs. Like, there's a couple of times I thought about just uninstalling it because it got that level of frustrating.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a game that tries to be open world, but there's no real definitive it's about to get harder kind of
Yeah.
zones for you. Like, you get someplace and it's like impossibly hard, and you just kind of gotta wiggle your way through it until you can get to a point where it's not impossible.
Yep. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing some after hours breeding, trying to get these guys to go.
Ooh, ooh, I haven't caught one of these guys yet. Come here. Calamari.
Alright.
Like, these guys are just a waste of a pal. I don't know what they thought when they were making these.
Which guys?
Calamari. It looks like a really goofy cold hat to pull over your head, and it's got the two straps down there.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you kill them and they drop poison sacks, but I mean, you need more electric sacks than you need anything else in the game.
Yes. Actually, I don't think I've used poison sacks. I don't really use poison sacks because I don't make the poison arrows.
Poison arrows, yeah. I don't make poison arrows or fire arrows. They do a damage over time that can possibly kill something you're trying to tame.
Yep. Real quick, have we built the silos and everything here?
What's that?
Have we built the silos here?
No, we've not built any of the buffs.
Alright.
They usually cost like 100 ingots.
Yeah, this one, the silo for the planting, fiber, stone, and wood.
100.
Yeah, 100 of each, which we've got in spades.
Oh.
You know what? This time I'm going to build the technology for watering.
Anyway, thank you, stuff.
I'm
so tired.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm always exhausted. Yeah, well, my sleep schedule is all out of whack. Okay, so we need the pick and axe at the other base. Or mining
This
base.
is new.
Huh?
Hold on. Let me do a thing real quick, because this is new. You can take a look, share with peoples if you want. I have not seen this in a dungeon out of all the, like 30 or 40 dungeons that I've done. I've never seen a room like this before. I walk down the hallway, and then it's a drop off into a bunch of.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Night bugs?
Yep, I've seen that one before. And it should go right into a room that's by, like, it's a dead end room.
Fish room.
Yep. If I remember correctly, the chest is not that good.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
This is only level 13. I'm just sitting here to catch some harder to find pals.
Yeah, I have seen that room before. I see him as I get higher in level, it seems like.
If you can't fly, how are you supposed to get out of here?
You can climb. Or grappling hook.
I mean, you guys.
Although I don't use the grappling hook that often.
And one of my favorite streamers, that was one of your favorite streamers, I guess still is one of your favorite streamers, they actually mentioned in one of their YouTube shorts that one of their pro tips is you should build the grappling hook because you can use it to move around while encumbered.
Yeah.
I know you use it.
Well, if I use it while I was encumbered, I'd glitch and have to restart the game.
Oh, really?
every time. So I was like,
I just throw stuff out of my inventory, let it hit the floor, and then pick it up.
yeah, that's what I started. That's what I was doing, and then I tried the grappling hook trick, and when that horribly failed, I said screw it, and I've never used the grappling hook since. Like, I'm not restarting every time. Every time. I still gotta clean this up a little bit. I'm actually in my solo. I'm doing. I'm starting to get foxicles and starting to get that set up. It's just.
That whole setup.
Yeah, because the Frostalin. So the legendary Frostalin is technically the strongest pal in the game.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he or she is unbelievably powerful. And
Yeah.
what you do is at least my setup is, you can go 4 foxicles will increase her stats because the foxicles do the same thing as the. So it's the basic. It's the same principle as doing the Wampu or whatever.
Right.
Where you can.
Increase the damage of dark.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
So they increase the damage of cold.
Yep. Ice pals. And so they get really, really. He gets
Now,
really. They get really.
I feel personally that is the wrong route to go when playing this game. I think it's going to be more along the lines of Pokemon's and rock paper scissoring the element types.
Yeah, but unfortunately they screwed up the element types. So your race or whatever, like an ice pal doesn't get bonus to ice damage because they're ice.
Right, but they get defenses against ice.
They only get it only determines what they take damage from. So an ice pal will take more damage from fire, and that's the only modifier that your base pal has.
I guess, okay, so the other way around. It doesn't give them defenses. It gives them a bonus at doing damage to another type.
No. So if you use an ice pal and give him a fire thing, he's going to do bonus damage against fire. Or against ice.
Because it's fire.
Because it's fire. So the skill determines how the creature attacks, not their actual actual bloodline.
What if, this is just a what if here. Like I'm looking at the elements right now.
Right.
Each pal possesses an elemental affinity. Each element has elements that it is strong or weak against. Except for neutral, which is just weak against dark. It's not strong.
Yeah, it has no positive. It's just.
But the neutrals tend to have harder hitting abilities, just like what's her name? She's white. She's one of the bosses. She reduces the encumbrance of things you carry. I forget her name. She hits like a truck.
Right.
Regardless. But anyway, here it says elemental attacks deal more damage to elements they are strong against and less damage to elements they're weak against.
Right. So let's say you had
let's say you gave a neutral pal
right.
dragon abilities.
Right.
It would be good at doing damage to dark.
Right. Just as if it was coming from a dragon pal. They would hit. So let's say let's say you have a neutral PAL, right?
You know what we need to do?
Hmm.
We need to get a PAL of like just like two separate PALs, like a fire and electric, because they don't have any relation to each other or ground or whatever. But anyway, fire and electric would be a great combo. We could have similar abilities on both of them. Each one would have an electric attack and each one has a fire attack, and have them both hit a boss with that attack and see what kind of damage they do. See if the electric one does better electric, and the fire one does better fire.
Yeah, people have tested this up and down. It's all based off of you. So attacks are based off of the element type of the attack and the attack power from the PAL. Has no relationship to the PAL's affinity. So a neutral PAL hitting an ice type with a fire attack, if the PALs were exactly the same, right? Would do the exact same damage as a fire PAL hitting an ice PAL. The only difference is, what are you weak to? So, yeah, that's why people load up one guy with all the skills. You gonna actually cook this cake, buddy? What are you doing? Where'd you go? I don't know where he went. Alright, buddy, come on. You're gonna go cook a cake. Come on.
Yep.
Come on, buddy. Come on. Although I wish it was directly like Pokemon, where you got a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
That would give more depth to the game. But what it is, I guess.
I wonder if they'll patch it.
I'm sure they will at one point. I mean,
It makes sense that they should.
they should. I shouldn't say. I shouldn't say anything definitive, because you never know. But
Right.
yeah, it would be.
It's just God.
Well, they need to. I'm still waiting for the base management upgrade,
Right.
because it's gonna be coming.
Well, they said on their list of things to do, the roadmap. They said on the roadmap that one of their priorities is working on the AI of the pals.
Yeah. No, they yeah, they got some work to do in that category. But they should have had it just like. Ultimately, this is also, not only is it a team management game, but it's a base building game. It's a base management game. In a lot of those, huh?
If the raids work.
Right. Well, and there's a lot of quality of life stuff that's been out for years for base management that they did not implement.
Like, for instance?
Being able to prioritize what your pals do, being able to lock somebody into something.
Well, since the patch, my pals have been, like, if I assign them to something, they will permanently sit there and they will not leave that location. Even if their job is done, they'll still sit there. I have to go back off of it.
I've seen that too.
But it's not working for everybody.
No, and that's the problem. There's no set. Okay, you should be. We're outside, but you're showing working. Alright, let's just grab them again. That's we need to know. Yeah, it's too inconsistent. That's There's... Oh crap! Now I gotta redo their breed. Yeah, there's too many glitches. Like this should have been nice and fleshed out, in my opinion.
Right. For as little advertising as they had, like they had plenty of time. Like nobody was, biting at the bit saying, "Oh God, I can't wait for Palworld."
Right.
Like nobody was because it wasn't advertised, and
Yep.
they had plenty of time to just, hey, you know what, guys? Why don't we just make this right before we launch the game?
Yep. Yep. So that's one of the things that bothers me about Palworld the most. Is the base management.
Yeah.
Clipping through walls, not being able to actually. So like, I mean, we've already seen it today. I was pointed right at this cooking pot, and I threw him 3 different times. One, it said it couldn't cool down things, cool down the cooler, which is inside the house. And then the second time he couldn't do medicine, which is way over here. And the third time he just didn't recognize the cooking pot at all. So, and I understand that I glitch more than a lot of people, but it's still.
Oh, I got one of the worst glitches. My bases don't get rated.
We haven't been rated.
It's true.
Not once thus far. So.
But that happened on my server, and people are like, "Are you just admin?" I'm like, "No, I don't even know how to turn it on with this game. I haven't bothered to look."
And it's in one of the settings. When you go to custom settings, you can
There's
see.
no custom setting for dedicated server.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. My buddy Entry, for the longest time, he kept saying, "Just go into the settings." There are.
Yeah, it's just like you keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means because there's nothing there. But yeah, so in combat gets a heavy flyer on flyer combat gets a little finicky in this game too.
Oh yeah, if you're on the ground and it's the fireball that when you shoot it
Yeah.
can explode into smaller fireballs, that ability is completely broken. If you try to shoot it down at somebody that's underneath your pal, it shoots out straight and it instantly is broken into pieces. It doesn't go out as a fireball and then spread out.
Yep. So this like in that kind of stuff you expect in a game. We're in what? This is early access. So I expect things like that, but
Right. Want an Alpha Vixie?
I mean, why not? You know what's funny is dungeons are the only way to get certain alphas.
Yep.
So like you can get an alpha shadow beak, but only from dungeons. And for whatever reason, I could not. I couldn't think of that the other day, because obviously alphas are what you want to breed with.
Right.
Even though what your offspring doesn't come out as alpha, which, is what it is. But
Alpha Vixie.
nice. Yeah, theoretically, you should always use alphas in everything you do. In theory.
Maybe I just run around the dungeons and try to get alphas for some.
We don't need them. Because we're not doing a lot of low-level breeding. We'd have to go hit at the top end to get the stuff that we need.
Right, I can do that. I just need to go get some shirts, and then I can start finding the dungeons.
You should have both.
I have to find a shirt.
I bought you one of each, or 2 of each. No, I did.
Did you? I mean,
Yeah.
I just picked it up. Is all.
They're right in the in the back thing,
Okay.
in the back chest. So,
You're so nice to me.
Oh, these shadow weeks are not giving me what I want. Come on, guys.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
I do not want to have to put points into something and then have to take them back. Wow. Like they're getting worse, not better. He even came out good. He didn't come out bad. Ferocious Vanguard, that's not bad. I mean, it's not good, but... Okay. Actually, this guy's is really not that bad. You got Burly Body, Ferocious, and Veil of Dark. You know what? I'm gonna use it. Anybody else come out halfway good? No. Okay. Good talk. Okay. I'm gonna need to get him levels. What am I supporting my partner? I needs me another King Baccarat.
Oh no, I read it. There was.
Yep, there's the sweeper. Get him. I might join you for some of those high-end dungeons. If you wouldn't mind the company.
I'm mounted up.
I think that'd be fun. Because I'm gonna need a little break from breeding when they're not giving me what I want them to do. What are we still waiting on from the cakes? I think eggs are running low. Or running slow. And we have 3 chickens doing it. To make sure nobody's. Yeah, I think we got some. Where's the 3rd chicken? The outside.
What?
Two. Okay. Yeah, one of the chickens is missing. Oh no, he's back here. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. You know, we're gonna wait for Mr. Fun to get back, and then we're gonna go on a fun dungeon crawl. Two cakes up there. I got 1 cake in here. Nice thing is shadow beaks are nighttime creatures, so they keep going. Dum-dums up there. Dum-dum-dum. Sorry, I'm watching Mr. Fun on his screen and just whacking this sweeper with a bat. Alright, let's go do some exploring while we're waiting. Oh yeah, this is the dangerous site. Maybe I should have came here first. Alright. need more effigies. We're looking for 35. How many we got? 14? Okay. Not terrible. Seems now that's the last event. Just kidding. And then we'll be taking our break here. Here in just a wee bit. Trying to think. It's always been my problem, trying to think versus thinking. Yeah, we're gonna be doing 11:30 lunch. Ooh, be skinny.
I've got to absolutely take a nap today.
Not a problem.
So I think if we take lunch at 11:30, I will do 11:30 lunch, and then I will sleep for an hour, and then I'll hop in live and stream beside you for an hour.
That works.
Or several hours, I guess.
So usually it's several. At least 2 tree.
Yeah.
At least 2 tree. Alright guys, well that's gonna bring us up to our break. So let's get up, use the bathroom, grab something to drink, do what we gotta do. We'll be back in 5.